so this basically is done. What I need to do is now plant dirt above, and I think I've got enough. I do have glowstone on me, so why don't I do that? Because we're going to need to light this platform up anyway. Now, obviously, to place this, you have to shift click, otherwise you're going to access the farm interface. A little Minecraft mood music in the background. Alright, so now I need some dirt, and we're ready to go. I'm also going to create, because I haven't yet, the integrated circuit that goes in here, so I will do that. I may do that on camera. I'm not sure. I guess I'll decide when I get there. So we'll be back. Okay, I think I've decided to do this on camera. So most of what you're gonna do is in the carpenter and then the thermonic fabricator. So I'm gonna start off with the carpenter, and that's not it. There we go. Son of carpenter. Okay, so I don't want any of those. So I'm right clicking on these. I know the carpenter interface is kind of weird. So the first thing I need to do in the carpenter is I need to create a soldering iron. And to do that, I need 1 bronze, and I left click in the carpenter. And I need... I could have swore I got that iron. I need 1 bronze and I need 3 iron to make the carpenter. Or the soldering iron, rather. Don't. Soldering iron. I wonder if I need to give it water. Oh, dingbat. There we go. There we go. Okay, soldering iron. Okay, now the other thing that I needed to make was I guess I do need water. It was the integrated circuit, and it actually is not the integrated circuit. It is the intricate circuit. So I am going to put some water back into the carpenter. And build the intricate circuit. And the intricate circuit is built with 3 gold and 6 redstone. Boom. Alright, intricate circuit board. Perfect. Now the other thing that we're going to need are 4 rubberized electron tubes, and those are going to be used to integrate onto the intricate circuit board, and that will allow us to create the correct configuration that we're going to put into the MultiFarm. So the recipe for this is 5 rubber and 2 redstone. We'll wait for that to heat up, and when we get that done, we'll have 4 rubberized electron tubes, and then we can put that on the circuit, and we use the soldering iron to do that, so I will get that ready to equip. I guess the soldering iron has its own interface, which is kind of neat. And I don't think I would use the soldering iron for anything other than this. Alright, so there is our rubberized electron tubes. And I need to turn this back off. Alright, so you right click, and that's your, so you can have, I guess you use the soldering iron for a bunch of different things. We're not, so I guess these are some of the cards that can go in the electric engine. I didn't know that. So you can do some upgrades to the electric engine to convert EU to MJ. But we're not going to do that today. Manage farms and manual farms. So you can create different circuits for your managed farm configuration and your manual farm. So in this case, we're going to create a manual farm. And my understanding is that you can't put the, or you shouldn't put the circuit board up here, because as soon as you do, it's going to create your circuit and then you're done, and then you have to create a new one if you screw it up. So we're not going to put the board in yet. We're going to put the electron tubes. And it says this is for a rubber plantation, which is exactly what we want to do. So now we put the circuit in, and there it is. We have an intricate circuit board configured for manual farm. So I'm going to pop back to the base, back to the farm, and we'll get this thing going. I think I've got some dirt on me. Yep, got some dirt on me. So actually, before I do that, I'm going to need some saplings. And I'm not sure how many I have. I don't think I have many. Redwood, rubber tree. Okay, so it's these guys. Alright. Alright, so I will join you back at the farm. Okay, we are back at the farm, and I don't, yes I do. No I don't. I don't need to put anything in here. Nope, because we're not going to be replenishing anything out of the inventory. So, let's go up here to the top. And, nope, I got to do that from below. Okay. So, now you can see it's set for rubber plantation by the sticky resin little icon. We still, you know what? We are going to import stuff because we need to import fertilizer. So I'm glad I did not put that away. So let me go down there and grab some of that. Just for the filter. And it will automatically fill this up. Nope, no, I don't want that. I want that. Stacks, and we want fertilizer. Boom, there we go. Alright. So now, let's plant some dirt. And I will speed this up, so enjoy the tunes. That is done. Let's plant some trees. Okay, so here's the interesting thing with this. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me grab some bone meal because I want this to go a little quicker. I will be right back. Okay, so here's my little experiment. I have some bone meal, and I believe what I can do is grow these right next to each other. And I think I can chop off the leaves and grow another one right next to them to maximize the rubber yield. So let's see if that works. And I can also check. Alright, so there's a sapling. Oh, and it took it. Perfect. So we're going to chop some of these leaves and we're going to get extra saplings. Not so much that I need them to go into the system, but I do need to have more saplings because I've only got about 34 of these things. And obviously we're going to need a lot more than 34. Okay, so that was a shorty. Alright. Might have to chop this guy down. And actually, what I want to do... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so there's no... I'm gonna have to chop both of them down. There's no resin holes on either of them. Ah, bum batch, bum batch. Where's my axe? That was disappointing. What I was going to say was I would like to have trees that only have more than one resin hole on them, but that kind of makes it difficult when they don't have any. Right, so this is probably a better way to do this experiment. Let's do one tree and hope it has a resin. Okay, so this one has one hole. Now I don't know if you can actually grow them like right next to each other and still be able to harvest that hole or not. I could look it up, but how did... Oh, so this is actually growing. And that was a fail. So away you go. Okay, so it did allow them to grow because there was a space for it to grow. I'm sure there's an optimal pattern for this, but this is kind of fun to figure out on my own. And I'm probably gonna break my sword in a minute. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I don't remember them being this high. Okay, so there you go. So it's harvested these two, which is great. So my theory can't be put to the test because there's no resin hole on the inside, and there's no resin hole, oh damn, on the outside. Alright, so the middle tree grew, and there's no way for me to know if there's a resin hole on the side of that one, so well, I don't see one on either side. I can't imagine it being able to harvest a tree that it can't access the resin hole, but it must know that there's one there. I think I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think there's really a way for me to verify this because I'd have to chop these two trees down. And so these are growing pretty quick. Because this would be great if it was able to harvest it, but I don't know how you would possibly be able to verify that. I don't think you can. So I think what I'm gonna do, rather than look it up, because I think we're gonna get enough of a harvest out of these that it's going to be a non-issue, really, I think, in the end. I mean, planting these in like a diamond pattern is probably the most effective way of doing this, which would mean that I would have to chop this dude down. And it appears that this guy did not have one. Yeah, watch this. This one's not going to have one. That's just typical. Typical. That's alright. Okay. Let me get my pattern. Good golly gosh. Okay. Rubber tree, rubber tree. Alright, so I'm going to ignore this one and go here, here, and here. So that way we have two out facing. We'll have one there, one there. So basically stagger these guys. And I think this pattern will work. At least it'll work for me. As I say, there's probably a more optimal pattern, but I think that is perfect. And then we just continue that around so that all the faces of each tree, you can access them, or at least the farm will be able to access them if that is indeed how it works. So got one left. There. Okay, so we'll wait for a couple of these to grow, and then we'll grab, basically shear them off. There's one there. There's another one. Oh, baby. And I'm just picking these at random, assuming that there's enough room for them to grow. Okay, so any of the ones that don't have a sticky resin hole, I'm going to chop down. Ideally, I'd like one to have, each of them to have two, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers at this point. I need more saplings. So I am going to basically stop here and go harvest these, or at least chop the leaves off, so that there is room. So basically all we're looking at is trunks, because that's all this is, and I want to make sure that I have enough room for these to grow. So I will stop here, and we will be back once I've got a few more trees in here and gotten things sorted away and got as many of these as I can in. Been trying to get rid of some of these leaves and been taking a while, and somebody on the server suggested that I use a sickle, and I enchanted it and I got an efficiency 4 on it, and I have to say, holy crap. This is amazing. God, this is saving me so much time. And I think I see 0 on, so let me get up with him and finish clearing out some of these and get some more trees growing, and we'll join you back. Alright, we got one tree left to plant. I had designs on paring these down so that all of the trees that were in here had multiple holes in them, but my god, this took forever. I mean forever to plant all of these, just to give you an idea. Yeah, that's right, that's a lot of damn trees. And not only is that a lot of trees, but some of these didn't have any holes in them at all, and those were pretty much useless to me, so I had to get rid of those. So this is the final tree, and hopefully I will never have to plant these again. And you have no idea how happy it makes me when I see that resin hole. Oh, thank God. Alright. So our rubber tree plantation is complete. I do need to build the spiffy structure around it, just like I did down here. But I'm going to do that off camera and put kind of a little thing in the middle here. I don't know what it will be, but it'll be something. Let's see how many, just in the time that I have been planting those trees, let me see how many sticky resin we got. 451 sticky resin. So going through a centrifuge, 4 of those will give us 14. So let's say 3, just to be conservative. So 3 sticky resin, or 3 rubber for every sticky resin. That's like 1,200 rubber right here. So we will never have a rubber shortage. We will never have a rubber shortage. God, it took forever. Who knows? Maybe we'll sell some rubber. I don't know. Give it away. Now, for those of you on the server that just heard me say give it away, yeah, that's right. I was kind of kidding. I do not give things away. You gotta work for them, man. So we've got 7,000 oak wood logs from the farm. Looks like we're running a little low on dirt, and we should have, our quarry should be finished actually. So I'll probably rebuild the quarry at a different location so that we can get some more dirt pumped in, and we should be good to go. I still need to figure out the appetite thing, see if we can automatically build or craft the fertilizer from the AE system and have it automatically pushed in. I know we have this set so that, wrong one, so that it sends fertilizer in, but if there is no fertilizer, I don't think it automatically creates it. I think it just says, hey, I don't have any. So we'll have to figure that out. But that's our farms. We'll probably end up putting another 1 or 2 farms up there. You know, maybe a wheat farm or something. I'm not sure. It really depends on what we need. We don't really need food. Food is, my source of food right now is steak. And that was because I started killing cows. So I started a soul shard for that. So maybe one day we'll have a little bit of a cow farm somewhere over yonder where we'll grab some milk and you know, set up a slaughterhouse so that we have endless supply of meat. But until then, I think we're done with the farms for now. So hopefully this was of some use to folks. There's been a couple of folks on the server that have been trying to set up farms, and they've been talking about mulch and you know, the moistener and all that stuff, and I'm not entirely positive what they're using the farms for, but I think these new multi-farms take a lot of the headache out of building a farm because you don't have all the pipes and tubes running around. Well, then again, I mean, I'm using an AE system, so Applied Energistics makes a lot of things a lot easier. They're very expensive to make, and people say they're overpowered, but you think about it, the material cost alone is, you know, it's not trivial, and then every transaction costs power. So just from the equipment used here is, I'm not sure. I have to do the math, but either way, every transaction that it does, you saw that number at 19 turn into a 20. So that was an item going through the system. So it costs energy. I mean, this. So anyway, I don't think it's overpowered, and that's why I'm using it. and this does make life a lot easier. So anyway, hopefully, as I say, you got something out of this. If you like it, give me a like. Otherwise, we'll try and do better next time. So until then, we finally got the multi-farm going, and we'll see what we got next time. We'll probably look at the reactors next time. So until then, take care.